The Canadian dollar weakened against its major currency rivals on Thursday. Investors were assessing the Bank of Canada's, BOC, next moves on monetary policy, with the central bank chief warning the institution could keep raising interest rates to fight inflation. The loonie has struggled in recent months, thanks to a strengthening greenback. On Wednesday, the Bank of Canada kept its benchmark policy rate at 5% for the second consecutive month, meeting the consensus estimate. Speaking at the Calgary Chamber of Commerce on Thursday, BOC Governor Tiff Macklem provided a mixed response to interest rates. On the one hand, Macklem asserted that policy was tight enough to bring inflation to its 2% target rate. On the other hand, the central bank chief warned that it is taking longer than expected to lower inflationary pressures. With past interest rate increases still working their way through the economy, monetary policy may be sufficiently restrictive to restore price stability, he said. Just as it took longer to see clearer evidence that higher interest rates were moderating demand in the economy, it may now be taking longer for this to translate into lower inflationary pressures. In July, the annual Consumer Price Index, CPI, rose to 3.3%, up from 2.8% in June. On a month-over-month basis, the inflation rate rose 0.6%. Core inflation, which omits the volatile energy and food sectors, was unchanged at 3.2%. In other economic data on Thursday, building permits tumbled 1%, and the IV Purchasing Managers Index turned positive in August after counter-acting in July. The monthly measurement rose to 53.5 last month, driven by an acceleration in employment and prices. The Canadian bond market was red across the board, with the benchmark 10-year yield sliding 4.1 basis points to 3.65%. The one-year bill shed 3 basis points to 5.16%, while the 30-year bond dropped 2.6 basis points to 3.482%. The USD/CAD currency pair rose 0.37% to 1.3686. From an opening of 1.3637, at 1957 Greenwich Mean Time on Thursday. The EUR/CAD inched higher by 0.08% to 1.4636, from an opening of 1.4625.